Well, I'm medicated and sedated, so let's go. I'll tell you right now, today's cast is going to be a doozy. Oh, yeah. So strap in. From Hollywood, it's the world famous Mojo Elliott with another action packed adventure with the Rat's Ass Podcast. Thanks for checking in with us. Hey, if you haven't signed up to be a member of Rat Nation yet, what in the Sam Hill are you waiting for? Now, granted, it's not for everyone, but go check it out at ratsasspodcast.com. Become one of the few and the loud. Speaking of loud, I've been on a Led Zeppelin binge since I saw the documentary, Becoming Led Zeppelin. Monday night I watched the movie, The Song Remains the Same. It was done in the mid-'70s, but I tell you what, I forgot how amazing Jimmy Page is as a guitarist. This guy's an amazing axe man. So if you haven't seen the documentary, first of all, I highly recommend it. Second of all, watch The Song Remains the Same. You'll be blown away by Jimmy Page. I understand why everybody was inspired by him now. I mean, the whole fucking band was tremendous, by the way. I forgot how big this band was in the 70s. I mean, it was Led Zeppelin and everybody else down here, especially from like 1969 to 1975. They just made boatloads of money. And they bring up all of this stuff in the documentary, so I don't want to give it all away, so you have no reason to go see it. But do you realize they only released 8 albums for a total of just under 7 hours of music? That's it. Now, it's more if you add Coda, which is kind of a mismatch of recordings put together in 1982 after they broke up following the death of John Bonham. But I'm really kicking myself in the ass that I sold my Zeppelin tickets in '77 and missed out on the show in Cleveland. The profit I made was not worth it. Last night went down to the Lakers game. The Lakers rolled over Dallas 107-99. Didn't really get the game out of Luka Doncic. I thought he would go for 50, but his shot was off. I mean, he even admitted it after the game. He didn't get a lot of sleep, so his shot was off. But here's how good this guy is. Okay, he got everybody else involved in the game. He still ended up with a triple-double, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. It was tremendous. LeBron James continues to defy Father Time. He put up 27 out of 12 boards. Austin Reeves, 20. Roy Hachimura, 15. I'm calling these guys the Fantastic Four. They combined for 84 points, and they're just playing well together right now. Even Jackson Hayes, the center that nobody wanted, had 8 points, 8 rebounds in only 17 minutes, and he's doing well. Lakers 35-21, only 2 games out of second place in the Western Conference. You got to give credit to J.J. Redick on this team. He's got them mentally tough and playing well, even though they lost those 2 frickin' games to Utah and Charlotte. I mean, you take those 2 games, if they win those must-win games against lowly competition, I mean, this team's 37-19, and they've won 11 games in a row. But that's the NBA for you. All right, the Democratic Party are nothing more than, I'm going to call them this, the piss and moan obstructionist party. Division is all they have right now. They have no power in the House and the Senate or the White House. But there are 5 Ds of being a Democrat. I want you to take some notes right now, because if you write these down and then you take it and you apply it to whatever narrative they're trying to sell you on a regular basis, you'll see that one of these 5 Ds of being a Democrat applies. Okay, are you ready? Maybe you can mentally just lock these in. All right, number 1, deny. They never take responsibility for a damn thing. They take credit for everything good, deny having responsibility for causing anything. Number 2, deflect. Always blame someone else, especially for what you're guilty of doing. Number 3, divide. Divide. Right now, everything is benefiting the billionaires. Now they're talking about throwing grandma off the cliff, which is out of their playbook. They're going to be, Republicans are cutting Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. Divide. All right, they distract. When they're caught with their pants down, they create a distraction that will take the spotlight off of them. And number 5, demonize. That's when they whip out the identity politics. Racist. You're all racist. That's how they think they win every argument today, but we're kind of over that now, right? So it's deny, deflect, divide, distract, and demonize. And right now, all they have is dividing and demonizing. That's it. Yesterday, my God, there were a lot of Democrats dropping F-bombs. Jasmine Crockett, who is said to be the face of the Democratic Party, and she's kind of a cross between Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, also known as AOC, and Joy Reid. Okay, yeah, a real gutter rat Democrat, okay? She was asked what she would say to Elon Musk if she saw him right now, and her response was, fuck off. Yeah, real bright, real intelligent, the face of the Democratic Party right now. No ideas, just demonization. That's it. Demonization and division. Then ex-CNN talker Don Lemon told Megyn Kelly to go fuck herself because Megyn celebrated Joy Reid's firing at MSNBC. And essentially, Don was telling all of us who celebrated her firing to go fuck ourselves. Well, no, Don, you actually fucked yourself because you lost your gig at CNN and you blew your interview with Elon Musk when he offered you an opportunity on X. So you can pull the dick out of your ass, buddy. Democratic strategist James Garble. You've seen this guy, right? He's the guy from Louisiana. Looks like he came right out of the swamp. Wears his LSU hat. He said the GOP was about to crumble. Just lay back for 4 to 6 weeks and let it explode in their faces. You know, James likes to throw a bunch of crap up against the wall and hope something sticks so he looks like he's an intelligent guy. And I could be a gutter rat right now, and I could tell James to go fuck himself. But you know what? He's so damn ugly. I have a feeling he fucks himself for pleasure. Here's the bottom line for you, though. Trump and Musk are doing nothing that Ronald Reagan and Bill Clinton didn't do when they took office. They reduced the size of government to jumpstart the economy. That's what they're doing. It's simple as that. But the piss and moan obstructionist party is pissed because their piggy bank has been discovered and it's now closed. Democrats have no power in the House and the Senate. All they have is division and demonization, and you're watching it play out right now. All right, it's time to play some head trauma. This round is called No-Brainer Trivia, and it's so easy, even a Democrat can get it right. All right, today we're going to make it easy on you. True or false? It's illegal to kiss in a movie theater in London, England. Is that true or false? So have the answer coming up for you on the podcast. We'll also post it on our Rat's Ass Podcast Facebook page. Are you looking for some loose behavior? Because we're going to get into some right now. Yeah, I told you today was going to be a doozy, didn't I? Well, now we're going to really pay off. All right, here's what's happening on the Rat's Ass Podcast X feed. Big Daddy posted this one. He said, what is the craziest thing you've ever done when you're drunk? Craziest thing you've ever done. Oh, my God, we've done some things, haven't we? All right, Chucky Chuck said, I was waiting at a valet for my vet and ended up taking home some dude's Ferrari. It sat in my driveway all night. The next day I returned the car after I realized what I did and picked my car up at the club. Yeah, you know, some of us have done that before. How does that happen? How do you do that at the valet? You got some really, maybe the valets were drunk, I don't know. Karen White said, I ended up in a threesome with a couple I met in a bar, and it turned out to be my boss. In the end, it worked out because I'm now his VP of sales. Now that's what I call a job interview right there. All right, Mad Dog Mike said, back in 1977, I got so drunk I needed cab fare to get home, so I robbed a 7-Eleven using my finger in my jacket pocket and got away with it. Oh, Mad Dog Mike, I bet you 1977, you were all hopped up on that Mad Dog 2020, weren't you? All right, let's get into today's Celebrity Cheese. It's Med Week, so there's not a whole lot going on unless you care about Survivor kicking off season 48. There's a new documentary on Peacock surrounding Matthew Perry's death. The piss and moan obstructionist Jon Stewart cut his hand during a segment of The Daily Show. And Alec Baldwin's new reality show launched, called The Baldwins, made its debut and hardly anyone watched. And that's about it. That's all that's going on right now, midweek. But I will throw this one at you. Season 3 of Reacher is out on Prime. Have you seen this one? Tom Cruise did the original movie, but this is a really good show. It's the best thing on Prime right now. Basically across the board, there's not really anything that's worth watching right now as far as I'm concerned. But Reacher's really good. If you haven't seen it, season 1, 2, and 3 plays same character Tom Cruise did. He's kind of a drifter, and trouble seems to find him every place he goes. And he's just a badass mofo. So you want to check it out. Reacher, if you haven't seen it before. Outside of that, who really gives a rat's ass? But here it does come. Your Rat's Ass Podcast email from our Gmail. I know that's why you come. All right. This is where you email your questions, comments, thoughts, and observations to me at ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. And I answer them all. No topic is off the table, and I cannot be offended. It is impossible. So take your best shot. Always remember, the more outrageous and salacious, the better. And I do not read your emails in advance. My producer, Fleabag, forwards me your name, where you're from, and he rewrites them so I can respond rapid fire and on the fly. And he tells me today it's going to be salacious. Salacious. All right? So if you got religious things running through your body, you might want to check out right now. Forewarn you. All right, Cindy S. from Charleston, West Virginia. West Virginia. Well, you know, I got to stop right here before I talk about Cindy. I got to talk about West Virginia. I really do. I'm going to tell you why West Virginia is the coolest state in the country. Okay? I want you to take your right hand and look at it inside out. You're looking at the inside, the palm of your hand. Now, put it up the middle finger and extend your thumb. And what are you looking at right there? It's the shape of West Virginia. Now, the state slogan is wild and wonderful. I call it the go fuck you state, because that finger is the shape of the state. It's basically telling all you folks who make fun of West Virginia to go fuck yourself. That's why it's the coolest state in the nation. Plus, everybody loves country roads right now. I'm not a huge fan of the John Denver version, but, you know, I got to live with it. But take me home, country roads to the place I belong. No other state can you change the name to wet vagina. Can't do it. That's another reason why it's the coolest state. So take that lyric again. Take me home, country roads to the place I belong. Wet vagina. Yeah. That's why it's the coolest state in the nation. West Virginia. All right, Cindy S., do you remember the first album you ever bought, and have you ever had sex while listening to it? Yeah, I do remember the first album. I was 14, and it was Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy. And if I had sex listening to it, I was probably alone. All right, Keith T. from Syracuse, New York. A girl I dated for 2 years just broke up with me via text message on Monday night. I haven't responded. Do you think I can go see her and act like I never saw it? Why not, Keith? Go, try it. What the hell? You know, maybe she's over her madness, feeling bad that she did it that way, but I wouldn't expect a different outcome. But it sure as hell would be fun trying. All right, Jared H., Phoenix, Arizona. I met this 19-year-old chick from Minnesota, and all she wants to do is have sex morning, noon, and twice at night. I can't take it anymore. I'm afraid if I turn her down, though, she'll dump me, and I really like her. What do you think? What do I think? Well, I don't feel sorry for you. I'll tell you that. And knowing what I know now, suck it up, Buttercup, and enjoy the rides, okay? Tammy D. from Temecula, California. Oh, God, Temecula. I got in trouble one time. I was doing morning drive at KEZY in Anaheim. And the first day on the air, I made a joke about Temecula sounding like a disease. Oh, my God, I thought the whole city was going to hang me for that one. But Temecula. Tell me Temecula. I got a case of Temecula today. Doesn't it sound like a disease? Well, you know, my big mouth got me in trouble. Day one on that one. Fortunately, I kept my job because I had a good contract. I caught my husband masturbating in the shower, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't thinking about me. I know this because when I masturbate in the shower, I never think about him. Is this normal behavior for a couple, or is it a sign we're heading for the big D, divorce? Well, Tammy, I'll tell you what, this one's out of my pay grade, but I'll take a swing for the fence. How about this? The next time you catch him masturbating in the shower, why don't you join him and finish him off? And I don't mean killing him either. Okay, Robert K., Bradenton, Florida. He said, I made the mistake of having sex with two sisters on different occasions. I'll stop bragging. I met one. He said, I like one, but not the other. How do I get out of this mess? Okay, Robert, the way I see it, the only option you have here, off the cuff, set the one you don't like up with another dude. Then you're free, all right? Try that out. Just make sure they like each other first. Michelle W. in Lansing, Michigan said, this one's going to blow your mind. My mother is now dating a guy I banged 2 years ago. Oh, Jesus, you people. My God. I don't care. He was lousy in bed, but he's her age, and she seems to like him. Should I tell her we did it once? Told you it was going to be a doozy today, folks. A doozy. Well, he's not going to tell her. I can tell you that much. I'd say let it ride until you see how the relationship develops. Could solve itself. He might be thinking mother-daughter action. I don't know. But if it does get serious, maybe at that time you drop the hammer on him. All right, if you have any thoughts, observations, comments, or questions, please send them to ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. All right, here's your head trauma answer. No-brainer trivia is the round today. It's so easy, even a Democrat can get it right. True or false? I mean, you got a 50-50 shot here. It's illegal to kiss in a movie theater in London, England. It's illegal to kiss in a movie theater in London, England. Is that true or is that false? You know, if you get caught locking lips in a movie theater in London, you can go to the pokey. They can arrest you and fine you big bucks. It is true. All right, how'd you do? If you missed it, go see a doctor about your head trauma. All right, I got to go Lisa Chicken, but I do have one more thing for you. Are there any Jägermeister fans left in the world? Did you know Jägermeister was originally created to be a cough medicine? Kind of explains why none of us who were into the Jaeger in the 90s ever got a cold. Did you ever wonder why you got lucky? That's why. All right, how about a few shout-outs to our social media followers? On TikTok, the grumpy old bastards following us. Fabulous. Real Perez 45 and Ginger, the Gen X DJ, who actually does a pretty good job. I'm not saying that just because she follows us. She does a good job. I mean, there's nothing exciting about watching somebody play music, but she's got a rap about her. She's pretty good. Easy on the eyes, too. On X, to new followers, Faye Tomlinson, Rebecca Breckus, and Tony Friesian. And on Facebook and Instagram, Angelita Condi, Kelly Urich, and my main man, Michael Moon, who is one of the best morning disc jerkies in America right now. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the Rat's Ass Podcast. Be sure to check out the new ratsasspodcast.com to connect with us on the socials. Listen to podcasts. You can join Rat Nation and get all the benefits coming up. Plus, you can read the blog. You can check out our Dumbasses of the Week award winners. We haven't erased any of them from the first of the year. All right, we're going to do this again on Friday, February 28th. Take care of each other, and thanks again for dropping by the Rat's Ass Podcast.